is the Jeopardy! Battle of the Decades. For the deciding game, here are the three finalists. In 2011, he won the Tournament of Champions. From Brooklyn, New York, please welcome Roger Craig, who won nothing on yesterday's show. In 2004, he set a 74-game winning streak record that may never be broken. From Seattle, Washington, please welcome Ken Jennings, whose cash winnings total $7,000. And he's won more money on Jeopardy than anyone else, over $3 million. From Hollywood, California, please welcome Brad Rutter, who won $10,000 yesterday. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case we don't have enough time before the end of this program, I want to start off today by saying that this, in my mind, has been the most enjoyable tournament we have ever presented on Jeopardy. And that's thanks to the intelligence and the personalities of the many Jeopardy champions we have featured from the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s, including, of course, these three, Roger, Ken, and Brad. Let's get rid of those dollar figures up there. We'll go back to zero, and I'll wish you good luck as we begin day 2 of the finals. Here are the categories for the Jeopardy round. The costume designs of William Ivey Long. Travel and tourism. Organizations. African American history. One letter different. Each correct response will be 2 words different by only 1 letter. And finally, you'll deal with Oscar-winning songs. Brad, start.
Let's start with African American history for 200.
The lure of the Arctic is tugging at my heart, says the headstone of this African American explorer. Ken.
Who's Henson?
Yes, Matthew Henson.
African American history for 400.
Migrate north to this city to visit the largest museum of African American history. It's named for Charles H. Wright. Roger.
What is Detroit?
That's the city.
African American history 600.
The second African American patent holder, Henry Blair, got 2 for devices to plant corn and to plant this crop. Ken.
What is cotton?
That's it.
History for 800.
In 1993, Joycelyn Elders became the first African American to hold this government post. Brad.
What is Surgeon General?
Right.
African American history for 1000.
Penned by James Weldon Johnson, the song Do This and Sing became an African American national anthem. Brad.
What is Awake?
No. Ken.
What is Lift Up Your Voice?
No. You were so close, Ken. What is Lift Every Voice? Back to you, Brad.
I've been waiting my entire Jeopardy career for a costume designs of William Ivey Long category. Let's try it for 200.
All right, take a look. For the mystery of Edwin Drood, Long used original illustrations from this author's books for inspiration. Brad?
Who is Dickens?
Good, you're out of the hole.
Ivey Long for 400.
Roger DeBreeze says he's supposed to be a Grand Duchess, but looks more like the Chrysler Building in this Mel Brooks musical. Ken?
What is the producers?
That's it.
William Ivey Long for 600.
John Waters said Long's costumes for this show were amazing. You have to have great taste to do bad taste. Brad.
What is Hairspray?
That's it.
William Ivey Long for 800.
Long said that transforming an old crone into a fairy godmother was the most exciting part of this musical. Roger?
What is Cinderella?
That's it. Yes, Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Ivey Long 1000.
Eclectic designs like upside-down skirts were worn in this show that featured Christine Ebersole as Little Edie. Ken.
What is Grey Gardens?
That's it.
Let's go to 1 letter different for 600.
A 357 dude. Brad.
Who is a Magnum?
Oh, sorry. Ken?
What's a gun guy?
Gun guy or Magnum Magnus we'd have accepted. Ken, back to you.
1 letter for 800.
Out-of-date fashion sense. Brad.
Oh, God. What is,
Oh, bad news. Ken or Roger? Ken?
What is stale style?
Stale style, yes.
1 letter for 1,000.
I'm ignoring the x-rays. My teeth are fine. Ken?
What is dental denial?
Good.
Let's do 1 letter for 400.
An egg-shaped iridescent gem. Ken?
What's an oval opal?
Good.
Let's go to travel and tourism for 600.
Here are the bright lights of Chuodori Street in this Tokyo shopping district. Roger.
What is Harajuku?
No. Ken.
What's the Ginza?
The Ginza is right, and that adds to your lead. You're at 4,600. We're taking our first break. We'll be back in a moment to talk to the players. Welcome back, everyone. Before we deal with the players, I want to take a moment to thank William Ivey Long and the folks in his office for helping us out with all those clues in that first category. We had a lot of fun there. Now, Roger Craig, I'm going to ask you the question that millions of people in America have been dying to ask you. What happened on yesterday's program? You're usually a thoughtful, thinking man, and all of a sudden you threw it all to the wind and just said, let's go, baby.
Yeah, I wanted to get a little reckless, let my hair down, you know? And no, but seriously, look at who I'm playing against. So I had to, you know, swing for the fences and take a shot. Didn't work out there. There's still plenty of game to be played, and
You're
I'm looking forward
absolutely
to
right
it.
on that. Ken, you kind of egged him on just a little bit on that, right? It could have backfired on you, you know?
It very easily could have. I'm thinking like a fan. I'm like, what do I want to see at home? And I'm thinking, I want to see Roger Craig go truly Daily Double, you know? That's his thing. That's the thing that he does.
Yes, okay. Now, Brad, yesterday, one of the people in the audience, a young boy, asked me a question. Now, you had an encounter with that same young boy.
Yes, he's actually Shane Whitlock's son, who was the alternate for the 90s. And so I ran into him outside, and Shane and his wife, Leanne, graciously introduced me to young Declan. And she said, oh, this is Brad. He's won more money than anybody else on Jeopardy! And Declan looked right up at me and said, where's Ken? Story of my life.
Okay. Ken, speaking of you, you're in command of the board right now.
Let's go to travel and tourism for 800.
When converting your dollars in Netanya, know that there are 100 agorot in each one of this currency. Roger?
What is a shekel?
Shekel, yes.
Travel and tourism 1,000.
Only niches remain where two giant Buddhas once stood in this Afghan valley. Roger?
What is Bamayan?
That's it.
Organizations 1,000.
Beating the Odds, a year in the life of a piping plover, was a recent article on this organization's website. Ken?
What's the Audubon Society?
You are right.
Organizations for 600.
In 1980, it organized the USA's first World Day for Laboratory Animals Protest. Brad?
What is PETA?
That's it.
Organizations 800.
Answer. Daily Double.
I don't have much to work with here.
But you can risk up to $1,000. You know the
That's
drill.
what I'll do.
Okay, here is the clue for you. Now one big happy family, this mentoring group was formed by the union of two sibling organizations in 1977.
What are the Big Brothers, Big Sisters?
That's it. And you're on the board with 800.
Travel and tourism for 200, please.
Double this letter to get a room in a private home with accommodations and a morning meal. Ken?
What is a B?
B, yes, B and B.
Travel and tourism 400.
Despite the last four letters they share, don't be afraid of killer whales on these two largest of Spain's Balearic Islands. Roger?
What are Mallorca and Menorca?
Yes.
Oscar-winning songs 200.
2013, Let It Go from this animated flick. Brad?
What is Frozen?
Good.
It's Oscar-winning songs for 400.
2008, Jai Ho from this movie. Roger?
What is Slumdog Millionaire?
Yes.
600. Oscar?
1942, this holiday classic from Holiday Inn. Brad?
What is White Christmas?
Yes.
Oscar-winning songs 800.
1976, Evergreen, the love theme from this movie remake. Roger?
What is A Star Is Born?
Yes.
1,000.
1962, the title theme from Days of Wine and Roses by Johnny Mercer and Him. Roger?
Who is Henry Mancini?
You got him.
Organizations 200.
The Susan G. Komen for the Cure organization urges us to wear pink, have fun, and fight this disease. Brad?
What is breast cancer?
Yes.
Organizations for 4.
Founded in 1958, today it has more than 37 million members over the age of 50. Roger?
What is AARP?
Correct. And now the last clue. An indolent woman. Ken?
What's a lazy lady?
Lazy lady, yes. You're at an even 6,000. You're in the lead. Brad's going first in Double Jeopardy right after this. Still a very close finals match. Brad, you get to go first. Here are the categories for the Double Jeopardy round. At first, notice AT in quotation marks. That's followed by lakes and rivers. Be seeing you. Pop goes the culture. Nonfiction. And finally, mode of transport. Where do we start?
Pop goes the culture for 1,200.
It's Starship Captain James Kirk's middle name. Roger.
What is Tiberius?
That's it.
Lakes and Rivers 2000.
The two longest rivers in the UK are the Thames and this 220-mile river that flows through England and Wales. Roger.
What is Severn?
Severn Rivers, right.
1,600 lakes.
Murray is not just your cousin the dentist, but also this country's major river at more than 1,500 miles. Roger.
What is Australia?
Yes.
Lakes 1,200.
Answer. Daily Double.
Oh, boy.
And you have very close to the same amount of money you had on yesterday's show when you risked it all.
Don't do it this time.
Yeah. True Daily Double.
Okay. Sharing the name of a city. It's the largest lake entirely within a Canadian province. Roger.
What is Lake Manitoba?
Oh, no, Manitoba is the province, but
know.
Winnipeg is the city.
All right.
You lose it all.
That's okay.
That's okay, good. I'm glad you feel that way.
Pop goes the culture 2000.
In 2009, he joined Pitt and Clooney as the third man to be twice picked People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. And his name is Johnny Depp. Back to you, Roger.
1,600 Pop.
It was the appropriate first video played by MTV when it launched in 1981. Ken.
What does Video Killed the Radio Star?
That's it.
Let's go to Pop Goes the Culture for 800.
Now, if there's a smile on my face, I'm listening to this tearful #1 hit by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Brad.
What is the Tears of a Clown?
Correct.
Nonfiction 1,600.
Answer the other Daily Double. This is going to make the finals very interesting. It's the last Daily Double. You have 2,600.
I'll keep a little bit around in case things go wrong. 2,000, please.
2,000 it is. Here is the clue. The title of this essay collection by David Sedaris refers to his attempt to learn to speak French.
What is Me Talk Pretty One Day?
That's correct. You have 4,600.
Nonfiction for 2,000.
This Neil Sheehan book focuses on Lieutenant Colonel John Paul Vann to illuminate America's failures and disillusionment in Vietnam. Roger.
What is Bright Shining Lie?
Yes.
Nonfiction 1,200.
A Long Way Gone is Ishmael Bea's memoir of being a boy soldier during the 1990s Civil War in this African nation. Roger.
What is Rwanda?
No. Ken or Brad? Country is Sierra Leone. Back to you, Roger.
At First 400.
It's the A in the behavior problem ADHD. Ken.
What is attention?
Good.
At First for 800.
Location of the window seen here. Ken.
What's the attic?
Yeah.
At First 1,200.
Montana's U.S. representative is officially this two-word phrase, in this case not meaning on the loose. Ken.
What's at large?
Yeah.
At First 1,600.
From the French, it's an artist's studio or workshop. Brad.
What is Atelier?
Yes.
At First 2,000.
Here's Kelly with the clue.
This throwing stick used since prehistoric times to increase the velocity and force of a projectile takes its name from the Aztec for spear thrower.
Brad.
What is an atlatl?
Yes.
Be seeing you for 2,000, please.
When Alexander the Great raised Thebes in 335 BC, he spared the home of this lyric poet. Nice guy, Alexander, spared the home of Pindar. Back to you, Brad.
BC for 1,600.
This system of wedge-shaped writing originated in Sumer around 3000 BC. Roger.
What is cuneiform?
Yes.
BC 1200.
The festival of Hanukkah commemorates this Jewish hero's restoration of the temple in Jerusalem. Brad?
Who is Maccabee?
Yes. Well, give me a little more specific.
Judah Maccabee?
That's it, yes.
Mode of transport 1,200.
All aboard. In 2010, the United States Navy ended its ban on women serving on these. Brad.
What are submarines?
Right.
Mode of transport 1600.
The title of the movie, The World's Fastest Indian, refers to this. Ken.
What is a motorcycle?
Correct.
Mode of transport 2000.
Two-wheeled, one-passenger harness racing cart. Roger.
What is a steeple for steeplechase?
No. Ken or Brad? They're called sulkies. It's a sulky. Ken, back to you.
Let's go to Lakes and Rivers for 400.
This lake is shared by Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Brad.
What is Lake Victoria?
Right.
Lakes and Rivers 800.
More than 3,000 square miles in area, it shares its name with a Central American nation. Ken.
What's Lake Nicaragua?
Correct.
Let's go to nonfiction for 800.
Shh. It's the title of Anthony Bourdain's Adventures in the Culinary Underbelly. Roger.
What is Kitchen Confidential?
Yes.
Nonfiction 400?
Dame Judi Dench wrote the foreword to this expose on the role of the Catholic Church in forced adoptions. Ken.
What is Philomena?
That's it.
Mode of transport for 800.
Our contestant Jeremy Horowitz dreamed of being an announcer at rallies of these.
Sunday, 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 it's roaring out of the gates of Hades.
Ken?
Or monster trucks.
Yeah.
Seeing you for 800.
On Lesbos, she ran an academy for unmarried women, teaching them social graces, poetry, and singing. Roger.
Who is Sappho?
Yeah.
BC 400?
According to legend, the wife of Chinese Emperor Huangdi was the first to cultivate this fiber around 2700 BC. Roger.
What is silk?
You got it.
Pop 400?
Stars in this spectacle included Gorgeous George and Gorilla Monsoon. Brad.
What is pro wrestling?
Yes.
Mode of transport for 400.
You know you're a family man when you find yourself behind the wheel of one of these, like the Grand Caravan. Roger?
What is a large automobile?
Nope.
Or a station? Okay, sorry.
Brad?
What's a minivan?
Minivan, that's it, yes. Okay. All right, gentlemen, remember this is a two-day total point affair, and here is Final Jeopardy. The category, Secretaries of State. Make your wagers. Back in a moment. This is a tough one, but it's worth $1 million. Secretaries of State is the category. Here is the clue, ladies and gentlemen. Serving 160 years apart, these two Secretaries of State are the only ones who never married. 30 seconds. Good luck. Roger, as you indicated during the commercial break, there was no pressure on you. You know where you're going to finish. You had $2,000. Let's see if you added to it or you lost some of it. Who are Rice and Buchanan? Great game, guys. You are correct. Condoleezza Rice and President Buchanan. And you will add 2,000, and that bumps you up to 4,000. It takes us to Brad Rutter. What was his response? Buchanan and Rice. He is correct. What was his wager? Nothing. So he picks up 11,800 today. Yesterday he had 10,000. That puts him in the lead with 21,800. Ken Jennings, it's up to you now. We need a correct response for $1 million. And we don't have it, and it doesn't matter because you can't acquire enough money. You're going to lose 13,001. Brad Rutter, congratulations. You're the $1 million winner again. Again. What's still the biggest money winner on Jeopardy?
Are you kidding?
You got it. And Roger and Ken, fantastic final. Thank you so much. Back to our regular shows on Monday. Thank you for being with us. So long, everybody.